welcome back to my channel. My name is Jody, and on this channel I am documenting my 2021 bullet journal process. I have a minimalist journal style, and you'll see that each month I do a little bit different. This month is for July, and I'm just getting started here on my monthly spread. I will do a monthly calendar, and then I will do a rolling task tracker. In my videos, I show you all of the mistakes that I make and the full process, and exactly how and why I lay it out the way that I do. Also, just so you know, I have sped these videos up for 2 to 4 times. So this isn't real time. I do spend a good amount of time setting up my journal every month. So if it takes you a long time, you are not alone. I hope you enjoy watching me set up for July, and I'll tell you a little more about what I'm doing as we go along. So if you've never used a rolling task tracker before, how you set it up is you do all of the days of the month vertically, and then whatever tasks that you have to do on a monthly, weekly, or daily basis. So you'll see I'm filling in when I cook dinner, if I've taken my medication, when I shower, all of those things. I find that this is the most helpful, especially if you are not like a daily bullet journaler. Like, I don't always touch base with my journal every day of the month. Sometimes I skip a couple days. What I like about the rolling task tracker is if you've got any sort of mental illness like anxiety or depression that makes it hard to be consistent, this is a really wonderful way to track your habits and get a good overview of what times in the month that you're struggling, what weeks you had a hard time, and if ever you do skip a few days, you can kind of go back in your head and mark off if you did those things or not. I personally struggle from anxiety and depression, and it's been very helpful for me to see that I'm taking my meds consistently, that I'm showering consistently, that I've done my laundry consistently. Keeps me on track, keeps me motivated, but also isn't on the daily spread where I feel guilty about it if I don't quite get there. So what I like to do is highlight the weekends, which I'm doing right now, using a Tombow dual brush. I have the grayscale set, which I really enjoy. They're great for highlighting things without being too loud. And then I grab another color and I highlight every other column so I can keep track of which task goes in which column and kind of figure out what day it is. Anyway, if you haven't given one a try and you're not a fan of daily task tracking, give this rolling task tracker a spin and see if you like it. For the title of July, I am just going in with a faux calligraphy where you write the word in cursive, and on every downstroke you make it a little bit thicker so it looks like you've done calligraphy, but you're actually not doing calligraphy, which is kind of a nice look. I turned the page there, and now I am going through and I'm writing Monday through Friday, and then the 6th box says weekend. I'm using the word like on the line. So I start the line for the day and then include the word within the line. Just a fun little way to separate the pages. So I went to write the dates in the weekly spread and realized I hadn't written them for the monthly spread. And when I went back to refer to them, they weren't there. So I'm quickly filling that in. You'll see though that when I go back to the weekly spread, I actually enter the dates incorrectly. I started the Monday with Sunday's date, and then, but I don't catch it until after I've already filmed this video. How I fixed it is I went in and put a sticker over each one and then rewrote the correct number on top of the incorrect number. So I like to let you know when I've made a mistake and how I fixed it. And this month, instead of whiting them out and trying again with the pen, I put a sticker over it and just wrote it in a different pen on top of the sticker. And it's not the prettiest, but hey, at least I'm not on the wrong day. For all of my writing and headings and line work, I am using a Stabilo .88 mini. It's in fine, which is 0.4. And the color I chose this month is a very deep indigo purple. I got a whole rainbow set of Stabilo minis as a gift, and I've got every color under the sun. So this month it's purple. So as you can see, I'm splitting each day into 2 columns. And then in the column to the innermost part of the journal, I'm drawing a little 2x3 box. What this is I pull a tarot card from my deck every morning, and I use it as a writing prompt. So whatever the meaning behind the tarot card is, I take some time to reflect on my life and how that advice or that energy, for lack of a better word, impacts my life. If tarot isn't really your thing, this could be adapted to any sort of writing prompt. It can be a quote, a daily writing prompt, a gratitude list, any scripture that you read, and it can be adapted to fit your life. As long as you have somewhere you can be putting your thoughts and your reflections, I find making time for that daily has really improved my mental outlook. And it also gets me into my journal every day, and I never regret spending time in my journal. Well, you can see I just broke my eraser in half. I have had this eraser for, 5 years now. And I swear it's going to take me a lifetime to work through the entire eraser. But now I'm unpeeling it finally after all these years and looking at it going, how did this fall apart? And now I'm just going to move on. And now I have 2 erasers. So what I ended up doing after this video is putting the large nub into my art bag and then just keeping the small nub on my desk for use. And when that gets too small to use, I'll just pull out the other half. But it's just funny how things happen while you are journaling and you just kind of have to roll with it. This last page, I'm doing something a little bit different. Normally, I put my grocery lists each week, but this time I decided to put it at the very end of the month and just jot down anything we need. So I have a groceries list and a produce list because we order from different places for those items. And then I have a whole page just called stuff. I'm going to be putting all sorts of things in there that I need to keep track of this month. Like we've got contractors coming and going. We've got all sorts happening. It's also my last month of summer school, and I need to start getting ready for the new school year. But back into my weeklies here, I am showing you an example of how I fill in each week. So I put what time I go to work, any other tasks and places I have to be, and then of course I'll pull a tarot card every morning and fill it in. And that's that for the month. I'm keeping it very simple, very bare, and open. So until next time, Mischief Managed. Thanks.